Record. Good.
Awesome. Well, first of all, ladies and gents, thank you so much for being part of the Athletes Commission. I pretty much know everybody on this, including Alexander and Patricia, who are not on this call. Jeff, you're probably the only one that we might have not crossed paths, or we might have in trails. I'm not sure, but which is kind of ironic since you and I are from the same country. But obviously, I mean, you do your introductions, and you live somewhere else other than Canada right now. So, and so do I. But no, thank you so much. I mean, you really don't need much introduction from my end, but I really want to thank each and every one of you. The role is to be the leaders of the sport, the spokesperson for the sport as well. You'll be the go-between the athletes and ourselves on the council. And this is something we started back in 2017, where we put the first Athletes Commission together. And we always wanted to have all the different disciplines and more so have representation for both male and female athletes on here, because that's very, very important for us. And it just so happens that we have more female athletes on this commission than male, I believe, Yasik, and that's awesome, because I mean, we are seeing that trend across our championships as well. And so, no, thank you to each and every one of you. And thank you to your federations for supporting you to be on this council. We really look forward to working with you. Yasik will be the face you'll see from IAU meetings. And then absolutely, once you have a chair elected, hopefully by the end of this meeting, and the vice chair, they will definitely be our conduits when it comes to passing information. Yasik is more of a support system on this. It's your meeting. You run it. You tell us what works for athletes, what doesn't, and we'll make the appropriate decisions on council from there. So thank you so much. And as this is the only time Alexander will ever be late to a finish line, is when he joins the meeting. Otherwise, he crosses the finish line first always. So welcome, Alexander. So thank you, everyone. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Nadim. Thank you. Thank you for the nice introduction. Like Nadim said, I'm more like a connection between IAU and this commission. So this is entirely your group. You're gonna lead this. You will have the voice, and then that's what happened here. So maybe we can start a short introduction. I will start with myself, and then I will call you how I can see on the screen, and then if you can say a few words about yourself. So I'm director of communication with IAU. I joined in 2018. I was elected as one of the directors, and since then I'm doing the communication, and I'll be quite involved with the number of different commissions and things that happening here for obvious reason, because I do connect and communicate through our channels and our website. And I've been athletes as well. I used to run 100 kilometers, represent Poland for a number of years. My first championships was in 2013, and my last one was in 2018 in Croatia. And I was the team manager at some point as well. But once I was elected, then I was doing only the global solidarity run that we have for a couple of years now, since 2020. So that's briefly about myself. So Jeff, maybe you can start from your end. I cannot hear you. Is it only me, or?
Can't hear him.
Does it come through now?
Yes, perfect.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
So yeah, hi, I'm Jeff Campbell. So I'm Canadian, but I live in Hong Kong. So I've been living in Hong Kong for about 10 years and do a lot of trail running in this part of the world. So I do sort of anything from short trails up to about 100, 120 Ks. I've represented Team Canada at the World Trail Championships for the last two editions in Thailand, doing the short trail, and in Austria this past June, doing the long trail. I do a little bit of road running as well, but just for fun. And in my day job, I'm a lawyer for a large company in the Asia Pacific head office.
cool. Thank you, Jeff. So Amar, maybe you can go next.
Hello, am I here?
Yeah.
From India. I started my ultra running in 2019, and I'm doing mainly a 24 hours run or 100 kilometers, and represented India team in recent AC Oceania 24 hours championship, 100 kilometer championship, and in last month IAU 24 hours world championship. My personal best for 24 hours is 257 kilometers, and 400 kilometers, 7 hours, 27 minutes. And thank you so much, sir. It's a privilege for me to be part of the awesome team.
Thank you. Thank you, Amar. Karina, if you can go ahead.
Hi, so I'm Karina. I'm from the Gold Coast in Australia, and I've been running particularly the 100K discipline since 2016. I've represented Team Australia four times, 2 World Championships in 2018 in Croatia and last year in Germany, and 2 Oceanic Championships. So yeah, my preference is the 100K discipline, and I'll attempt my first 24-hour track in the upcoming Asian Oceanic Championships in Canberra and in Australia. Yeah.
Good. It will be probably nice to run in your home country, right? 24 hours.
Very much.
Good. Emily.
Hi, I'm Emily, and based in the United States. I'm in South Dakota now here, and I've represented United States at a couple 100K World Championships as well as 50K World Championships. I also do a fair amount of trail running too. I haven't done any world teams for that, but I keep my toes in all those worlds. And I also lead a coaching business and also race directing. So I've kind of got my hands in a few different things.
Very good. Broad experience, that's always welcome. And Danny, if you can say a few words.
I'm from South Africa, and I represented South Africa in the 50 kilometer and the 100 kilometer a few times. I'm a road runner, not a trail runner, but I do trails for fun, like when you have a little few beers and stuff like that. I'm a mom now. I'm not working at the moment, but maybe having another one soon. But yeah, I'm also excited enjoying this group.
Cool. That's very nice, and congratulations. Yeah, very nice. I always enjoy those meetings because you meet very nice people, and we share the passion for running. So that's always nice. Let me come back to my presentation. I have one slide that I would like to share with you. This is more like a reminder about the roles and responsibilities, and then maybe we can move on with the agenda. Okay. So I think it's this one. So can you see the screen? Okay. Oh, I can. Sorry, I don't know why I cannot watch. Okay, the role and responsibilities. I will share the presentation with you afterwards, but this is, like I said, more the commission to be like an advisory for our executive council and to be connected with us. So then we can hear about the matters that are important for you and related to either your running or what you can see. And that's something that we think it's important and value. So whenever you have the opportunity to participate in our championships, or you will hear from the athletes themselves, then you will be like a connection between them and us. So I think that's important that we will hear this. Like you see, there is a voice in decision-making process that we have with IAU, promote and advocate for rights and interests athletes related to competitions. What is really important to promote the clean, inclusive, and safe event, and apply high ethical standards of something that we really value. And I think it's well represented here as well that we have athletes across the globe, women, men. We try to be as inclusive as possible. And of course, advising and educating athletes on matters related to ultra running, because you will know more by their just by participating or asking questions or whatever. There'll be lots of opportunities, and feel free to send an email or poke me and ask questions. I'm more than happy to provide as much as possible. And like we said, acting as a link between the athletes and IAU to convey the view and voice, and of course promote and support the establishment of commission area with your region as well. That's why we thought it's very important to have a representative from each region. We're still probably gonna expand a bit the group, because we have only one person from South Africa, so maybe we will get more people from that region. But in general, we try to keep it equal representative and numbers. And one most important that we actually made a decision last year, and the process actually started today. We are continuing with the award for the Athletes of the Year, and you as Athlete Commission, you have 2 votes to vote on the athletes starting from this year. So you will have the opportunity, and we normally give these votes to the chair and the vice chair, that you can vote on the athletes once we start the voting time frame. So I think that's a good point and privilege, to have a voice as well. And we thought that this is important, that we give you this this opportunity. And there are some other things, that's why I have in the agenda discussion about the meeting. When we were creating a document for the Athletes Commission with the previous group, we agreed that it will be important to meet on the regular basis, and we proposed that at least we meet twice a year, and each of the athletes should participate in at least one meeting. I think it's not a big ask to have either call, or if there is an opportunity to have a mix, like face-to-face if possible, and then call, dependent on the number of people that they can join. But this is something that I think it will be important to have a discussion, what kind of feedback we have from the athletes, and then what you can share as well with the IAU. So something like that. So that's from the presentation. I see some comments in the chat. Let me open this. Okay, so no really question. I don't know if you have questions to the role responsibilities and what will be the objective for this group. Then we can answer, either me or Nadim. No. Okay.
I guess I'll have a question. Okay. Historically, I know COVID probably messed up some interactions, but with the last group of folks, and maybe Alexander can speak to this too, what was the best way outside of the championship setting to connect with athletes, that you guys have found the best way to reach out to just other folks in your federation and things like that? If you guys have any advice.
Yes. That. So, we actually do more like virtual meeting starting from 2020, because that's the easiest way. And not everybody is traveling to the same championships, especially with this group that we have people running 100Ks, 50Ks, trail, 24 hours. So it will be not that easy that you all will be in one place to meet. But we have experience as well that we had a virtual meeting and a face-to-face together. So when there was like a majority of people in one place, then we organize a face-to-face meeting and then allow others to dial in. And that's one thing that can help, especially that here we have people from really across the globe, and time frame might be the issue. That's why I said this for the lunchtime, the European time here. So then we can have people in the span of early morning and late afternoon. But I think because of the time difference and that we will be not able to traveling, maybe the best will be to have a calls. And I ask as well in the initial communication, what will be the best way to actually interact. So before we had like a Facebook group, but maybe we can set up either Facebook or WhatsApp, or if you prefer communicate through everything emails, then that's fine with me. I'm on all this platform, so whatever you fancy and you see that this is the best way, then working between you, then yeah, let's do this way. But that's what we are doing. Even Nadim can say as well a few things. We do as our IAU Council a big number of meetings virtually, and then we meet as well during the championships as well. So something that we do both ways.
Yeah, and Emily, an extension to your question, how do you interact with the athletes? Since you're going to be the voice of the athletes, and once after this meeting, Jacek will do a really good job of posting stuff along with pictures, and if you have a chair and a vice chair, we'll announce that as well. And so, and plus you'll get IAU email addresses, which Jacek can arrange as well. So once we do that, then you will be the voice of the athletes, and they will know who you folks are. And then it's up to you, whoever the chair, the vice chair, and the committee members are, to go ahead and promote yourself as well as a committee, and actively seek responses from your stakeholders, which are the athletes. Did that answer your question, Emily?
Yes, that's perfect, Nadine. Thanks.
Cool. Any other questions? Don't feel shy. It's a really friendly group, and you see there are not that many of us, so we will know each other very quickly.
Jacek, do you want to have Sorokin introduce himself as well? I mean,
yeah.
Not that he needs introduction, but.
Hi, Alexander. Hi, Sanya. Maybe you can say a few words about yourself, because we introduced each other very briefly. So if you can say a few words about yourself, and unmute yourself because we cannot hear you.
He's got a bad reception. He's frozen again.
Looks like. We cannot hear you.
It looks like he's being held hostage or something.
He's in Portugal, if I remember well, in the training camp. So that's his internet is not working well. Okay, let's wait. Maybe he can unmute. But I know he's in Portugal. It's supposed to be a good internet, but maybe he's in the facility that doesn't work that well. Do you have any other questions before we move on? Okay, I see nothing. That's fine. Don't worry. Like I said in the agenda, we would like to have select the chair and the vice chair. I don't know if you had chance to think about this. I put this in the invitation as well. If we don't conclude today, that's fine as well. But at some point, we need to have the chair and the vice chair. And as soon as we agree, I will update our IAU website, and I will move some other admin stuff as well to give you accesses to the email addresses and stuff like that. So are there any candidates, or maybe you would like to propose somebody to be a chair the commission.
I can nominate myself to be chair. I'll take on the responsibility.
Good. Any other candidates? And there is a vice chair position as well. And the responsibilities is more to drive this group for the chair, and the vice chair is just taking the responsibility if the chair is not present in the meeting, just to organize. And we have in the documentation as well that you can do the work, I mean, like organize the meeting or lead the meeting, or you can nominate somebody from the team as well. So it's not like it's always rely with the chair and the vice chair. It's more to have this organized in a way that it's easier. And like I said, normally we give this extra right to vote to the chair and the vice chair. But in the end, if the chair would like to pass this responsibility as well, but that will be for me the first person to go. So that's why we would like to have it. And you can have this on the rotation basis as well if you decide it later on. We had this with the previous group that Wayne was the chair for like 2 years, and then it was rotated to other people. So it's not always with the same person. So feel free to advocate for yourself. Hello, Sanya. Can you speak now?
Oh,
Can
at
you
last!
introduce
I
yourself?
have a problem with everything. Internet, phone. Sorry, guys. I hear you, but I can't say anything.
Okay, but few words for yourself.
I'm now, like you said, I'm in Portugal trying to. It's my first camp for this season. I do a lot of riding bikes, not running. I need to recover from my body. So I hope next year will be better than this. And I don't know what to say.
So Sanya is from Lithuania. He is friend of mine for a number of years. He is mainly 24-hour, but he's a current record holder of 100 kilometers and 24 hours. So he's doing amazing running in the last couple of years. So I have always pleasure to talk about him. He's very nice and doesn't want to speak up too much about himself, but very nice figure, and he's a very friendly and nice person. So I'm happy that he's part of this commission as well. So okay, we have one candidate. Any other candidate, or maybe we can quickly vote, and we will have maybe our chair. Any other candidates?
I'm happy to put my hand up for vice.
Okay, that's great. Any other candidates for chair or the vice chair? Okay, so do we really need to vote, or we can just announce that Emily, you will be the chair? Are you all agree about that?
Do a show of hands for chair and vice chair, so at least we go through that process.
So can you raise your hand if you are agreed to have Emily as a chair? Okay, we have 3, 4, 5. Everybody's on. Okay, and Corina to have as a vice chair, if you can raise your hand. Okay, thank you, everybody. So anonymous. Thank you so much. Good job. That's very nice. I will update the website as soon as we finish the meeting, and I will send some minutes and updates from my end. The last question that I have, and then I will have one extra point in the end.
Yeah, so can I just add something?
Yeah.
A couple of things. First of all, congratulations, Emily and Corina. Thank you so much for taking the leadership. Secondly, you saw that Jacek and I did not vote, obviously, because we're not members. We're non-voting members of the commission. So, and that's how it starts, because it's your voice. You folks make the decisions. You tell us how it is, and anyone who's representing IAU Council on this is not going to vote. So, so it's yours to take from here on forward. We are provided with all the support, but also we want to keep this at an arm's length where we are not influencing any of the decisions. You folks are making the decisions and coming to us with that. So just this was a good indication of how it's going to be moving forward, where we won't be the voting members. You folks are the voting members of this council. Thank you.
Good. Thank you. My last point is about the next meeting. You don't have to have it right now, but then now I will leave it to you, Emily and Corina, to connect and then propose something for the team, just to make sure that you have something in the next few weeks. And if you need any support from my end, that's fine. And I will share with both of you all the email addresses. I think you should have it because I was sending to everybody. But if you need something from more technical point, then let me know. And like Nadim mentioned it, we will create IAU email addresses for you that we will add to our website as well. So if athletes would like to communicate with you, then that's fine. All the documents that we have so far from the Athletes Commission that were created with the previous group are on our website, but I will share with you as well, so you can go through and see. This is more on the elections, but all the roles and responsibilities are there, and what's the expectation from the chair and vice chair. Like I said, just quickly read it, and that's fine. So I would like to then ask if there are any other points that you would like to discuss in other business, and then we can move forward. No.
Jacek, there was I think Jeff suggested to start a WhatsApp group. So I'm not sure if Emily can take over for that, or you can put it together, whomever does it. I mean, I think it's a very good and efficient way of getting communication out there. We got WhatsApp groups for all our council and championships, so it might be a good idea. But obviously it's Emily and Karina's decision moving forward. So
good. So I don't see, so I would like to thank you and hand it over the meeting maybe to you, Emily. And once again, congratulations. If you want to close it, that's fine. If you have something to add, I would like to just, before I hand it over to you, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to working with you and knowing you now even better. But that's all from my end for this meeting, and I'm more than happy to support you as you need it.
And Jacek, before we turn it over to Emily, and maybe before Alexander loses his internet connection, can we take a quick picture of the group? So
I already took a couple of pictures, so I have it. So for the article that I'm gonna publish, I have it. So, but if you would like to smile all again, then I will take it one extra.
let's do that. So.
Yeah. Okay. So smile, and then I will take the picture. Perfect. Thank you so much. And now I will hand it over to you, Emily.
Thank you.
All right. I obviously don't have anything super planned for this, but we can work on the WhatsApp. Maybe Karina and I can coordinate that. Jacek, I might need everyone's numbers to do that, to get that started. So I might enlist your help to get that started. And then we can also work on sending out, scheduling another meeting. We can do that via email or the WhatsApp if that works for everybody. We can poll and probably have one sooner than not, just so we can start discussions and see if anybody has things we want to start talking about for the new year. That's all I really have. If you guys have anything else right away.
Good. No problem with me.
Okay,
like I said, I will help you more from the technical point of view.
Okay.
Like I said, I will send short notes from this, and we will publish an article soon from this once I finish, and then we will announce who is the chair and the vice chair, and I will share some documents as well, so then you can go through. So that's what I can at least help at this stage. Good. So
that's all I have from my end. So we can wrap up.
Thank you so much. Like I said, thank you for joining, and have a nice rest of the day or rest of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.